Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Monday! We're back for another week of amazing stories. Thank you so much for joining in today, and I hope that you are having a wonderful start to your Monday, or indeed, it has been wonderful so far, depending on your time zone. But thank you so much for being here with us on Story Time. Absolutely appreciate you. It was a great weekend this weekend, and if you watch, at least you got to watch the Super Bowl. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it went the way you thought it would, or that you hoped it would. I was watching as a neutral this one. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. But indeed, what a showcase. Thank you so much for being here with us on Story Time. And I'm glad that we are here together. And yes, things can be hard at times and so much happens. But there's certain songs, certain words, certain messages that just come to mind every time that help soothe. And I think today's book is just one of those. And it is off of the famous song, right? And this one is called Every Little Thing. And it's off of Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. And the rendition of this one is done by Cedella Marley, or adaptation of it, and illustrations by Vanessa Boynton Hughes. Thank you so much. Brantley-Newton, sorry. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Glad that you are here with us, and I hope that every little thing goes your way today. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. And yes, it is February, and we continue to celebrate Black history, Black joy, and many forms of it indeed. And acknowledging the rough history that our country has, and I hope that we continue to take steps forward that support inclusivity and make sure that everybody feels welcome. Thank you so much for joining in today, and I'm glad that we're here together. And I hope that together in this community we continue to do that, to play our own small part in making sure that everybody feels welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. Every Little Thing coming up very shortly. Cedella Marley, Vanessa Brantley-Newton, and of course, we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you for being here with us. Yes, indeed. And of course, February is the month of love. So I hope that you are having, just enjoying being showered with lots of love. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. And yes, indeed, as you saw too, on Friday, we have special guests coming to Story Time. We have Dr. Latoya Kanso, Dr. Caroline Choi, and of course, Dr. Chelsea Johnson coming in with their brand new book. And this one is called Love Without Bounds. And it is a sequel to one of Story Time's favorite, Intersection Allies, We Make Room for All. And yes, indeed. So they'll be here with us on Friday. Join us. Don't miss out. They'll be here, and I'm excited for that one. And then just an update on Jack the Library Cat. Jack the Library Cat was scheduled to come out on March 2nd, but it has been because of what is it? I'm blanking out on the word, but because of a few things in the supply chain. Yes, there we go. Supply chain issues. It will be coming out in May instead. So we'll keep you updated on everything that is happening. But Jack the Library Cat is still coming our way. Thank you so much for joining in today. And if you forgot what the Intersection Allies looks like, let's see if I can get it. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. This one, Intersection Allies, we make room for all. So yes, we'll have the authors of this amazing book with their brand new book right here on Storytime, and that one is called Love Without Bounds. So please do join us for that one, and I hope that you get to enjoy the conversation that we'll be having, and of course the reading of their brand new book, Every Little Thing, coming up very shortly. This one based on the song Three Little Birds by Bob Marley, and it is adapted by Cedella Marley, and that's Bob Marley's firstborn. And then it's illustrated by Vanessa Brantley-Newton. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for this one. It is a beautiful one indeed. And this week we'll be reading books by Black creators. And we start off with Cedella Marley and Vanessa Brantley-Newton. Yes, we're celebrating Black History Month here on Storytime, and I hope that you join us for every single one of the books this week. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Let us see who was with us. We saw you. We saw you already. How are you doing today, Owen? I am excited to be here with you. Thank you so much for the love early morning. Absolutely appreciate you. Hugs to you, Owen. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. But you know what? We have a story before you go away. And of course, Christine Costa, thank you so much for joining us today too on Storytime. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely appreciate you. Happy Monday. Good morning to you, Erin and Clara. And yes, you're saying good morning to everybody that is joining in Storytime today. It's going to be strangely warm in Massachusetts this week. All our snow is melting. Oh my goodness. I hope that you enjoy the warm weather, but I hope too, you know, these weather patterns, it's just, we need to take care of our planet. We really need, the patterns that we are having are just clear evidence of that we need to take better care of our environment. And so I hope that, you know, we all play a little part wherever we can. Thank you so much for joining in. Enjoy the warm weather though. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Erin and Clara, and of course you send your love to everybody joining in this morning. Thank you for being here with us. And of course, Tara, good morning to you as well. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. And out in sunny Illinois, good morning to you. How are you doing, Sarah and Nathan? Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. I hope that you have a wonderful Monday. And of course, I hope that you have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, Amanda West, thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning out there in sunny Illinois. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful week indeed. Thank you for being here with us. Good morning to you, Christina Cartham. Thank you for joining in. Taco, how are you doing? Have a good day. Well, have a great day yourself. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Good morning to you, Christina and Taco. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. And please remind me, Christina, where you're joining us from. But thank you for being here with us. We appreciate you, sending you hugs, 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 and glad you're here with us on Storytime. And yes, we have some calming words today coming from Cedella Marley and of course Bob Marley and Vanessa Brantley-Newton, and of course in conjunction with Chronicle Books of San Francisco, and we're reading Every Little Thing. So this one coming up after this break. Join me on the other side. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime, friends. Absolutely appreciate you all.
Have you ever wondered what makes you special? Maybe it's the color of your eyes. Maybe it's something that you can do, like sing. Well, with my brand new book, I See Me, you'll find out exactly what makes you awesomely special. Make sure you keep in touch with me on my social media handles and at Just in Time for Storytime. You're watching Storytime with Mr. LaMotta.
Hi, my name is Zetta Elliott, and I am the author of 40 books for kids, including Dragons in a Bag and A Place Inside of Me. You're watching Storytime with Mr. LaMotta.
Thank you indeed for joining in Storytime. Thank you. Glad that we're back. And of course, a big thank you to you, Zetta Elliott. If you've not checked out Zetta Elliott, please do. A Place Inside of Me, award-winning. And of course, April will be coming up shortly, sooner than we think. And it's Poetry Month. And Zetta Elliott has amazing poetry books, including this one right here. say her name. Love it, love it, love it. I hope that you can get a copy of that, or indeed find it at your local library and get to enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here with us. And of course, just in time for story time, Justin Ford, and of course his brand new book. Although it's been out a few months now, I See Me. So do check those out. And of course, we had them both here on Storytime. So do look for those conversations in our archives and get to enjoy it. Storytimewithmrlimada.com. Here we go with today's story, Every Little Thing. This one coming to us from Cedella Marley and illustrations by Vanessa Brantley-Newton. And it is based off of the famous song, Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Here we go. And let's see, we have some messages too quickly. Let us see who is with us. Who did we miss? All right, Christina, thank you for joining us out there in Austin. Yes, love, love, love coming through from Austin. Thank you so much for being here with us, Christina, and of course, Taco. Thank you for being here. Tori Gamble, good to see you here with us as well out there in Boca, Washington. Yes, it's going to be a great day. Thank you for that. Yes, speak it into the world, and that's what we're hoping for. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. All right, here we go. Every Little Thing. Adapted by Cedella Marley, illustrated by Vanessa Brantley-Newton, based on the song Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. And we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Are you ready? The song is already playing in my head. I woke up this morning. I'll let you finish. Sorry if it's stuck in your head all day today. Based on the song Three Little Birds by Bob Marley, Every Little Thing, adapted by Cedella Marley, illustrations by Vanessa Brantley-Newton, and read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Yes, indeed. Look at that joy. Look at joy. I love it. I love it. Yes. May all our days be like that today. Rise up this morning. Smile with the rising sun. Oh, my goodness. Yes, indeed. Rise up this morning. Smile with the rising sun. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Rise up this morning. Smile with the rising sun. Three little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Is that tune playing in your head yet? All right, let's do this one more time. Rise up this morning. Smile with the rising sun. Oh, yes. Three little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Oh. Yes, indeed. This is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Oh, yes. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Yeah. I hope that whatever you're going through, we can have a moment, just put it aside and not worry too much, because every little thing is going to be all right. Run to the playground, laugh with my friends and play. Three little birds perch on the swing set. Whistling these words, these harmonies sweet in the air. Sometimes you just need to show you care. Yes. Run to the playground, laugh with my friends and play. Three little birds perch on the swing set. Whistling these words, these harmonies sweet in the air. Sometimes you just need to show you care. Oh, yeah. Ah. And you say, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to show you care. And you say, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right. Yes, indeed. Help in the kitchen, stirring up delicious fun. 3 little birds fly by my window, chirping out loud. They are reminding us each day. Everyone can make a mistake, they say. Ah, yes, yes, yes. They are reminding us each day. Everyone can make a mistake, they say. Help in the kitchen, stirring up delicious fun. 3 little birds fly by my window, chirping out loud. They are reminding us each day. Everyone can make a mistake, they say. We all do, don't we? That's how we pick ourselves up from them. Everyone can make a mistake, they say. 3 little birds chirping out loud by my window, reminding us each day. Everyone can make a mistake, they say. So true. And they say, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right. Yes, you got it. And they say, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right. Oh, yes. Lie down this evening, wave to the setting sun. 3 little birds nest in the treetops, humming soft rhymes and lullabies, dreams to keep. Whisper, settle now, sweet child, and sleep. Ah, lie down this evening, wave to the setting sun. 3 little birds nest in the treetops, humming soft rhymes and lullabies, dreams to keep. Whisper, settle now, sweet child, and sleep. It's been a fun, wonderful day. Whisper, settle now, sweet child, and sleep. Ah. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right. Yes, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right. Love it. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Ah, yes, indeed. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. This is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Aww. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Yes, indeed. It's going to be all right. And that is the end of our story for today. Thank you so much for joining in, friend. And of course, there's a little write-up from Cedella Marley in the back too that I hope once you get the book from the library, you can go through and read through and get to enjoy it. Why not? Let's read it together. It's a short one. Let's read it together. Let's read it together. And so I'm just reading the author's note here, and let's just listen to this one. It says, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing's gonna be all right. Every child has worries, some big and some small. And my father had his share of them growing up. His young life in Jamaica was rich, not in material things, but in music, family, and friends. But the culture and natural beauty of his home had a strong influence on his positive outlook as well as his music. His song, Three Little Birds, has given hope to millions whose hearts have been lifted when facing the economic, social, and political challenges of today's difficult world. For me, this song holds up one of the most important messages I want to pass on to my own three boys, that as long as we share our love with others, even if storm clouds gather, we will be okay. In this special adaptation of my father's uplifting song, I want to show through a child's eyes how he found hope in the world, how with joy and heart and with those he loved close around him, he found the blessing of music to share with everyone. And those are the words from Cedella Marley about this book. Thank you so much for joining me in Storytime today. I hope that indeed this message of hope today in this book uplifts you. And yes, as you go into this day, you're a little bolder. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Catch me on the other side of this very short break when we are back for more Storytime. Thank you for being here with us.
How you doing? This is Jonathan Marshall. I'm author of the books I'll Be Right There, Does It Rain Food, and also on the way, me and my kazoo at the zoo. And you're here with Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back. Thank you, Jonathan Marshall. And as you know, by this time, me and my kazoo at the zoo is out. And there's also Riri as well. So lots of books from Jonathan Marshall. Do check them out. We've had some here on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Yes, rise up this morning. Smile with the rising sun. Thank you so much, Cedella Marley, and of course, Bob Marley and Vanessa Brantley-Newton, and of course, Chronicle Books of San Francisco for allowing us to share this wonderful book here on Storytime. Yes, indeed, for creating it and of course, allowing us to share this wonderful book here with you all. Thank you so much, and I hope that these words are powerful for you too. Thank you so much for joining in today. I am glad that we were here together, reading a wonderful book and of course, being in community together. But we're not done. We're back again tomorrow with another exciting book. And this one is called My Mother's Wildest Dreams by a good friend of ours here at Storytime, John Light Jr. And it is illustrated by Monica Mikai. Do join us for this one. Lots of love in this book. It is one of my favorites, if not my favorite, by John Light Jr. I love this one so much. My Mother's Wildest Dreams. Join us for this one. And indeed, we continue to celebrate Black history here on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining me today. And let us see one more time who is with us enjoying that wonderful, wonderful book. Good morning to you, Soraya. Thank you for joining in. We were late today, but love the story. Thank you so much. Remember, you can always catch the recording too. And of course, you can always find stories at storytimewithmrlamada.com, at Storytime with Mr. Lamada on Facebook and YouTube, and get to enjoy and catch up on stories that we may have missed. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Monday to you right here in Oakland. Thank you, Soraya, and of course, Sharon Lungo for joining us here in Oakland. Thank you so much for being here. How was the field trip, Soraya? I hope that you had fun. And indeed, if you did take some pictures, please share them with us so we can share here on Storytime so people can have an idea of what Cal Academy looks like, of course, if they've not been yet. And thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope you had fun. That's the most important thing. And I hope there was learning too that was happening as you were having that fun. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Good morning to you, Tori Gamble, out there in Bothell, Washington. Thank you so much for joining in. glad you were here with us on Storytime. And of course, out in Austin, Christina and of course, Taco, thank you for joining us. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day. Have yourselves a wonderful Monday. Thank you for joining in. Sarah and Nathan out in sunny Illinois. Yes, indeed. I hope that this song today is perfect for you, right? The perfect book, sunny Illinois. And of course, we are rising up. Rise up this morning, right? Rise up this morning. Smile with the rising sun. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining in out there in Illinois. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Good morning to you, Tara McNamara. Thank you so much for joining in. Enjoy the warm days out there in Massachusetts. And of course, Erin and Clara, sending you love, 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 love. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Owen, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, I can picture you saying those words. Misala, I love it, I love it. Thank you so much for joining in, Owen. Absolutely love it that you are here with us on Storytime. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Please remember to join us tomorrow when we're back with more Storytime. And this time we will be reading My Mother's Wildest Dreams. This one coming to us from John Light Jr. and Monica Mikai. Thank you so much for joining in. This has been Storytime. And please remember too that we do have special guests coming up to Storytime on Friday. And we will have the three amazing ladies behind Love Without Bounds, and of course they brought us Intersection Allies, We Make Room for All, and they'll be here on Friday talking their brand new book, talking about intersectionality, and of course many, many amazing topics. Thank you so much for joining in, and I hope that you do join us on Friday for this wonderful conversation. And of course too, remember that Jack the Library Cat was scheduled to come out on March 1st, but it has been moved to May because of supply chain issues. So just keep waiting, keep an ear out on Storytime, and we'll be sharing everything that is happening. Thank you so much for being here with me, friends. I absolutely appreciate you. Have yourselves a wonderful and loving day, and I am glad that we got to spend this time here together on Storytime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love from me. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.